of this. Full disclosure, I moved some missiles down to the Bay of Pigs just in case you get up.
Fucking blow that out.
Ooh, look at what's going on there. Shoot buttons.
What's it mean another 10 years?
Well, it doesn't have to be. Yeah,
why fight it?
No, that's true. Enjoy your life, right?
I got fucking shit to do.
And like I said, I moved a few missiles down to the Bay of Pigs just in case you get up, buddy, today. I had some cabbage for breakfast, so.
Dude, I had kimchi all night long.
It's going to be.
You want to fucking go to war? We'll go to war.
I just brought some missiles down.
We'll throw it down.
Just like Kennedy, just in case. Just in case you start getting up, buddy.
I made a chicken soup. It wasn't spicy enough. Kimchi goes right in there.
Is chicken soup ever spicy?
What, the way I make it?
Yeah, I was going to say the way you make it, baby. I never heard of. I'll have the spicy chicken noodle soup.
You know.
You're so.
I need a little zip.
A little something at 4 in the morning.
Yeah, I throw like red pepper flakes in it, but if I don't throw enough, then throw the kimchi in there. And
do you make the kimchi?
Step it now. I will though.
Yeah,
it's on my list.
Yeah, bury it in the backyard.
I've done the sauerkraut thing, and now I'm gonna go on to the kimchi.
Nice.
Yeah.
Gonna bury it in the backyard like they do in Korea, wherever they do that.
I heard that if you make really big vats of it, sometimes it can explode. But so what happens is when it ferments, if you open a jar of it, it should, like, you can't just pop it open because it's like shaking up soda and,
Really?
Yeah, because it bubbles.
Mm-hmm.
Shows you that it's doing something, whatever that is. Yeah, fermenting, all that good stuff. Yeah, so if you make big vats of it, I guess it could pop.
Yeah. All of a sudden you're sitting there sleeping and you hear thunk.
Yeah, I almost want to just
make
it explode. Like,
I leave it outside.
Yeah.
Plus
it's going to smell like ass. The cabbage just stinking. It's cabbage and garlic and
whatever else.
Yeah,
right?
like the sauerkraut is just water and salt. That's all you do. You just put the cabbage in there and it just sits for a couple weeks.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now you got to put spicy stuff.
Yeah, so it's going to really smell like a fart.
Do they sell kimchi booze? It's fermented.
Kimchi's booze?
Why not? It's already fermented, right? What are you going to do, just distill it at that point?
Could you imagine drinking it, though?
No, but people like kimchi, so why not make it
I don't think they want to drink the juice, though. That's like HE, high concentrate.
Yeah, well, maybe.
I don't think you want to go there.
Like Fireball, except for
I feel like I'm like
maniacs.
Odd. Well, I know I'm odd, but
I was going to say you feel like you are.
I just feel like shut up.
So what else is going on before we get through all these little things that I was looking around? Remember we were talking about last week with the mushrooms?
One thing before. So I got to say to Forrest Griffin, he did not quit after he got knocked out. He did fight a couple more fights.
So he didn't run away.
He did run away.
He did run out of the ring.
And you will see the video because I am attaching it to that portion of the show. But he did not quit after that. He fought a couple more fights.
He did? Okay.
And then he was just, like, his body just was not having it. So
he made it sound like he just got out of the ring and just kept running like Forrest Gump.
Well, you'll see. He did.
Maybe that's where you got the confusion.
He did. Yeah. But then he did come back and fought a couple times.
Well, maybe that was the issue. You got Forrest Gump and Forrest Griffin.
Yeah, they do a lot of running together.
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe that's where you got the thing. He just kept running.
There you go.
It's in the movie. Yeah.
All he needs now is to have a lady with AIDS make his baby.
It's true. How come the kid didn't have AIDS?
It's such a crazy movie.
It's a terrible movie.
It's a crazy.
Think it's a good movie?
No,
it's terrible.
It's awful. I don't want it. What do I want to see him play ping pong and shit and like?
People love. It's a beloved.
Oh yeah,
it's a beloved
feel good movie.
It's a beloved.
She's such a scumbag.
I know.
She's a piece of shit.
I agree.
She leads him on, right?
Right.
She's all so fucked up, getting hooked up with fucking revolutionaries and junkies, and then she gets AIDS, and then she comes back and she fucks him after she has AIDS.
Right.
And then has a kid with him and dies.
Right. And he doesn't get the AIDS. Neither does the kid.
Nah, I don't know about that.
Well, the
They
thing
didn't
is,
want to put that in the movie because it was a little too dark. But
if they made Philadelphia, that was dark.
how does? There you go. That was part B.
Yeah.
Forrest B.
Maybe that's it. Maybe it was a prequel to
Maybe.
Philadelphia.
Yeah. How do you?
That's a good
How do you
point.
have sex with somebody with AIDS? Obviously, without a condom because they had a kid,
Right.
and not.
Knowingly, right? Did he
Not-
know she had it, or they didn't know? She just thought she was sick. 'cause
I
of
don't
the
remember
time.
it that well.
Me either.
I don't
She was
know.
not there.
But fucked up of her to be like, yeah, come
Yeah,
dip into the poison pool. It's
Oh,
don't even put your toe in. Just
jump in.
pound it.
We need to get a little
Yeah.
Forrest.
Yeah, a little Forrest.
Now, is it the fact, let's be honest, because of Forrest, he obviously had some kind of mental problems, right? I don't know if he's autistic or whatever, but
Yeah.
maybe that was all perceived. That she,
Was he also into chess?
I don't know.
Just ping pong,
Ping
right?
pong, I think, right?
Table tennis,
Whatever they call it.
whatever.
But maybe he just perceived that she
Is it really that hard?
to play.
All you got to do is this,
Yeah,
right?
but it's just fast. You just gotta have the timing. Yeah, that part's easy. It's hitting the little white ball that comes at you at. It doesn't-
I do that fucking for years.
Here we
It's just
go.
a little different
It's
movement.
this way. I guess if you were
It's more wrist. Is that what it is?
big junk swinging,
I think I'm more. Yeah, I'm more of a shoulder guy.
well, you could probably hurt yourself at some point.
Another surgery.
Yeah. But was it perceived that she treated him like crap, or is it just his dumb perception? He thought that she actually liked him, and she never did. He was friends with her because her dad was raping her or whatever, but
Right.
I
I mean, they were childhood friends, so
right.
I guess he always had a thing for her, and
And she never had a thing for anybody because her dad ruined her.
yeah, she was ruined. She was fucking-
Damaged goods from the get-go.
Yeah,
So, I mean...
most of the hot ones are.
So because of that, Forrest study...
That was Robin Wright, right?
I don't know. Was
I
it?
think it was Robin Wright.
So he thought he had to protect her from
Now I
all
gotta
the...
look. I'm sorry, I gotta
Yeah,
look.
feel free.
You keep talking.
I
I'll go
will.
look.
You go look at that. But yeah, he had to protect her from all the bad stuff because it started with her dad and it went downhill. But the movie's awful. Come on. Just... oh, Jesus.
You're welcome. Kimchi, bro.
Yeah, I noticed.
It got you?
No, not yet.
All right, well.
So,
Robin Wright. Yep.
well, look at you.
I know what I'm
That
saying.
propensity for movie memory.
She's not like.
What else was she in after that?
You ever see State of Grace?
Mm-mm.
Great movie with Sean Penn and Gary Oldman and
Pre-Forrest?
Ed.
Helms?
No,
Begley Jr.?
no. It's about the Irish mob in Manhattan.
Okay.
Shaved head. He played Pollock.
Ed Norton?
Older guy.
Ed McMahon?
God. Too old. Ed McMahon ain't playing shit.
Ed Wood?
All right. What did I say? State of Grace.
State of Grace.
State of. A state og.
State of...
Grace.
Sean
Ed
Penn.
Harris.
Ed Harris. Okay. He's a hell of an actor.
Yeah, he's like the head of the Irish mob.
Is it? That fits.
Yeah. Yeah, if you imagine Ed Begley playing that part.
Yeah. Or Ed.
Really?
But Ed McMahon,
Is he
maybe.
gonna come in on a bicycle and
Right.
fucking
Maybe Ed McMahon.
drive by in his electric car?
You won't hear him coming.
Ed McMahon?
You won't hear
Maybe.
him coming if Ed Begley chooses to drive by.
Silent but deadly.
Yeah, all of a sudden he
Yes.
lights him up and then keeps going.
He just keeps on rolling.
Speaking of that, did you see that on the news? I know we're not a news organization, news show, but did you see that with the
What?
We don't talk about the news that much. Once in a while.
Dude, this is groundbreaking shit.
It's a week old, but those people who went over to Mexico to go get cheap meds and a tummy tuck surgery and were murdered by the cartels.
For what?
Well, it was mistaken identity. So they went over to whatever, not Juarez, but another one of those fun
Border
neighborhoods.
towns.
Yeah, one
right.
of those nice neighborhoods.
Fun neighborhoods.
Yeah. So they
Fun
went
for the entire family.
Yeah, so they went over to
Lots of swing sets, I hear.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Swing sets?
Yeah, in Juarez, yeah, because a lot of,
Because of the
you know, you bring your kids there.
Oh. If the head's still attached, yeah.
But it's not rolling down the street.
Right.
They're not playing soccer with, I'm sorry, football with it.
Yeah, know your countries.
Yeah.
So they go over. I guess there's some kind of issue because they're driving some kind of white van. They get shot up. 2 of them die. 2 of them get kidnapped. One shot, I think, or something. And then they realized they made a mistake and released them back. And then they made a statement. The cartel made a statement, said it was like organizational mistake. New people didn't realize they weren't part of the gang war. And issued a formal apology.
To the family?
To the United States government. Sorry, meaning please don't blow up our town. Don't drone strike us.
Right.
But I just thought that was odd that they're going to actually let them get away with that. A letter of apology. I mean, we do it all the time, too, when we accidentally blow something up. But
everything's so weird.
That's so the weirdest crazy thing I heard yesterday.
Like, I listened to a podcast the other day about all this geopolitical stuff, and the guy was like, Russia's going to crash in 10 years, China's going to crash in like 15 years, and I don't remember enough of it that I should actually be talking about
You're doing fine.
Yeah, why not? Winging a prayer.
Yeah, that's right.
But, and then he was talking about how the cartels have a lot of land in Humboldt County in California where they grow their weed and shit like that. And the government lets them do it, and it's just...
So they're saying that's blind-eye government out there? That it's
no,
happening
I think
and
it's...
they know it's happening? Or they just keep a thumb on it?
I think it's the federal government. I'm sure there's a lot of grafting and cash flow. I don't know. What do I know? I could just connect my own dots.
Right, you're doing pretty good.
Yeah, thanks.
Where's the red string with the pins in it?
Oh, like I'm just trying to solve a mystery?
Yeah, like Serpico.
Yeah, every TV show.
Right.
And you got to have the little Polaroids of everybody, right. And then you put an X through the ones that got murdered.
That's never happened probably ever in the history of crime solving.
I don't know.
It never happened. There's no way.
It doesn't. I like how they all stare at it.
Mm-hmm. And they just
like it's just gonna come to me.
Right.
It's just gonna come to me. If I just keep looking at this shit.
I mean, the closest I've ever seen was the mafia organizational charts that the Giuliani used to do. Mm-hmm. Have just piles of pictures of all the different mob members or whatever.
Capos.
Right. So I mean, how do they let not a government, just
sorry, I'm leaning in again.
That's all right. Listen, Steve.
Looking like a fucking
Listen, Steve.
Cripple.
Get your hose. Don't do it. Don't do it. There'll be no apples.
There will be no apples.
I'm thinking a speaking spell now. Just keep it here to say things randomly.
A is for apple.
But a thing that's not a recognized government to actually issue an apology.
Well, not even a recognized government, but a crime organization.
Right. Even worse. Like
murderous.
Like the Taliban, right? Like
worse.
Right.
I mean,
yeah,
worse.
You think
worse.
so?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the Taliban is just trying to like
knock everything
kill
back
and get respect.
Knock back.
I don't think the cartel
years.
gives a fuck. They'll like wipe out your entire family and on purpose to send a message to you.
Right.
I don't know if the Taliban really does that. I'm not saying the Taliban's good.
Right. But
it seems like the cartel likes to they like to make it personal.
They like to clear a path.
I don't know. How can murder not be personal? But
right. There's no. I don't know of accidental collateral damage, not accidental murder. Oh, sorry. I thought you were somebody else. That's
all right. So maybe that's it. I don't think the Taliban thinks about who they kill.
They're killing under an umbrella.
Right. They're just and then blowing shit up, right?
Right. Or they're shooting, whatever. They're killing in the name of God, right?
Or whatever.
Muhammad, whatever. They're killing.
The guy with the sandals.
That's a lot. That could be the.
That's all in it.
There's a guy at the store. He had sandals on.
You should have jumped him, too.
Maybe he was.
You could have saved lives.
Maybe he was the guy. Maybe he was the god.
Maybe.
You said the guy with the sandals.
But I think the cartel knows who their
targets are.
Targets are, yeah, and they're purposely like just take them all out.
But they do kill Americans You know, those border towns, it gets a little gray. They killed those missionaries a couple of years ago.
You know, I don't have a problem with them killing missionaries. What are they doing there?
Like the guy that used to...
Because you're trying to sucker somebody into some bullshit, right?
Right.
You're a huckster. Missionaries are hucksters.
Sure.
You're trying to get somebody to fall in line, follow your rules, kick in their cash.
Sounds like Amway or Tupperware.
Yeah, it's all the same. It's all the same shit.
Okay. So they're buying...
Yeah, I don't have a problem with them.
So...
Fuck the missionaries.
Okay. Wow. We're really hating everybody today, but that's okay.
I'm already 2 vodka tonics in.
That's right. And it's only early enough to not have 2 vodka tonics.
For you.
That's true. You're on a different schedule.
Yeah, this is my midnight. This is my bedtime drink.
Right. It's after work social.
Yeah.
But, so, I mean, I don't think they could let them get away with killing... You know, like issuing an apology. I think they're going to I would think they would do something. I'm surprised the cartels didn't just stuff a little money in all their pockets.
Let's be honest. Does this administration do anything to anybody?
Not at that level.
No. They wait for it to go and go and go. How long? They waited for that Chinese balloon to go across the entire country.
Right.
Like it went up to Canada and down all the way to Florida before they shot it out of the air. Right by James's house.
Right. And they didn't talk much about it.
He said he saw it,
actually. He saw the balloon?
Yeah, he saw the balloon. And then he said like 30 minutes later he heard it. Two bangs and it blew up. Yeah. Yeah.
Like a kid's party?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
But
pin the tail on
they did it with the train too. They took their time going up to see the train.
They don't do shit.
Yeah. It's a problem. It's a big problem.
He's too busy strapping on his diapers.
Hey-o.
I'll get there.
He's a little old.
A little.
But I just...
Mumble mouth motherfucker.
I was surprised that the cartel, they just stuff a few bucks in their pockets and say, we'll keep this between us. You know, the Americans that it might have. You know, little compensation for our mistake. I'm sorry, our mistake.
Why not?
But that was the weirdest thing, to issue an apology over the murder of a few people.
Yeah, it's a little crazy.
But we do it too. When we blow up a wedding or we blow up something accidentally, we say, oops.
Do we issue apologies?
I think we say, oops.
That's it?
Yeah. I don't think we do anything else. We may do something that we don't know about, but we do something, right?
I don't know, do we?
When we friendly fire somebody?
Is it friendly fire?
Oh.
Or is it just collateral damage?
Yeah. Maybe we don't say anything for collateral damage, but maybe when we have a bad target, we say...
Because I think we drone strike the shit out of everybody.
Right. Because we don't... it's the way to go. Got nobody in harm's way, right? Except for the guy getting droned.
Well, the thing is, if you're zooming in on somebody's cell phone activity...
Right.
And it takes out 60 other people...
Right.
Like, what about...
Right.
You know, maybe they're just doing a yoga class. I don't know.
Maybe you should have knew who was in your class. Is that what you're saying?
How you gonna know?
Maybe everybody should have sat a few feet apart from that guy.
Yeah, a little bit more.
Or the whistle. They hear that whistle and everybody should maybe move away because they know.
Yeah.
You really don't think that in that area of the world, you don't think that everybody knows everybody's business in some way? Like, you know that.
No.
You know that your neighbor is a terrorist.
It's not like there's 6 people over there.
Yeah, when
there's millions.
You see your neighbor strapping on a few grenades every morning on his way to work.
When you're peeping in his window?
You happen to go out, you're walking your dog or whatever, and you see, your neighbor, you're like, what's up, Bob?
Yeah.
And he's just, hey. He's throwing his gun in the trunk,
It's like,
or whatever.
What do you got? Tumors? What do you got there?
Yeah. Or he hops in the Toyota and happens to have the gun mounted to the back of it. I mean, there may be... I don't think you don't know that your neighbor's a terrorist.
Yeah, I think you have no idea.
I think you do. I mean, and it's not under the guise that all terrorists look alike. It's under the premise that this guy's bringing home his work. He's got guns, he's dusty, whatever.
Sure.
He's rolling around in the mud, or he's digging up IEDs, he's going to get
I
dirty.
thought you meant something was blowing up and the fallout.
That too. You never know. I mean, it depends on how close combat he is.
I guess.
He goes out in the morning, he plants a few IEDs, he's got some dirt on him, obviously from the desert, burying those things. Or he's getting a lot of Amazon packages that happen to be cell phones, there's got to be signs. I mean, It's got to be more signs than, oh, I didn't know John Wayne Gacy was throwing kids under his basement. I think that's a little more clandestine.
They knew.
You think they knew?
No, I don't know anything about it.
Well, the smell would probably.
He was the clown, right?
Yeah. You don't know that serial killers? Some of them? Yeah, no, some of them.
I don't really give a fuck.
About serial killers?
Yeah, all that shit. Like, when I used to see people with Manson shirts, I wanted to kick them in the chest. I'm like, fucking stupid.
But he's a musician.
Is he?
He wrote that one song that Guns N' Roses covered.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean...
Yeah.
But you know that
Did they punch it up a little bit?
I think so. I would hope so.
Just a tad?
Yeah, but you have him. You know him. You know all the hits. You know all the big guys. You don't know all the little, probably. I don't know all the little ones. Serial killers. You know the big ones. You know you know the main cast. Your Mansons and your John Wayne and your what's the name? Eats everybody.
Son of Sam's.
Who's the guy who ate everybody? Dahmer. You know him.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Dom DeLuise.
He doesn't eat. He's a serial killer?
No, he just ate everybody. Big bastard.
You're telling me he consumed people?
Mm.
Or whatever?
Mm.
Maybe.
Oh.
He's a big dude.
By proxy. Maybe they would have been people.
By proxy.
But he definitely swallowed a lot of stuff.
Along with a lot of pizza?
Yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Wow. That
sounds like steam escaping in here.
That took a twist.
Well, it is Dom DeLuise.
Yeah. But, I mean, like I said, but there's probably, for all the ones you know, there's probably 500 you don't know. You know, who have killed. I bet you there's got to be a lot of people who have killed people that are just out there, right? Like that one.
Yeah, I would think.
And one of them was on that show. Do you remember that show, Forged in Fire, was on History Channel?
I watch it with my kid all the time.
I love it, right? It's
yeah.
peaceful, ding, 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 ding. That's
it's great.
Relaxing. There was a guy on that show.
Those dudes are weird as fuck, though.
Well, there was a guy on that show that was a serial killer.
Nice. Not surprised.
From the 70s. He was murdering people in the 70s. He was a cop.
Okay.
Yeah, I forget his name. You'd have to look it up. But he was on an episode as a retired police officer who's, I think, got voted off early.
Mm-hmm.
Old guy.
Okay.
But it turns out he was like the Golden State Killer or something. I don't know. Look it up. Golden State Killer.
I wonder if I saw the episode because I watch it with my son.
It's something like look up Forged in Fire and Serial Killer.
There we go. And away we go.
Just got to find the one.
Yeah.
So you're getting all the other people.
Turn that safe search off.
You don't want anything safe. That's a judge. That's a judge.
He's a judge?
Yeah. He was the guy that will kill.
Yeah, yeah. It will kill.
Yes, this guy. This is a great show.
Yeah, I like it. I dig it.
You gotta find it. It's
weird because
right there. Keep going down a little more.
The kids like.
They say that guy right there, Joseph James D'Angelo, was on Forged in Fire.
I'm gonna put my spectacles on.
They say that guy was on Forged in Fire, and he was a murderer.
The East Area Rapist.
Yeah, it was all like West Coast, right? Or was it East Coast?
No, it sounds like East Bay. It sounds like West Coast. Like
right. The former police are
San Francisco Bay Area.
13 murders and 51 rapes between 74 and 86.
Wow.
So they're saying he was on the show. I don't know which actually episode, but I think if you...
They probably pulled it, right?
I would think so, right? It's not even in that wiki.
It's not?
No, I looked for it yesterday.
That's bullshit.
But look him up and maybe... Whoa, hey-yo, from the heavens.
I'll just turn that off. How about that?
Okay.
I got it at 100. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, they don't say. That's
they scrubbed it.
Cool.
They scrubbed it. But that's the guy they say was on Forged in Fire and was a murderer and rapist.
I have an ex-girlfriend who was born on the same day.
As the guy or as Forged in Fire?
As... Jeez. I don't even want to speak to you anymore. Fuck. Can't type. I typed all night.
Oh my god.
And now I can't type. And fire.
Hey, I don't know.
How he was found. Let's see.
Oh.
He's old as fuck there.
I told you he's old.
He's wearing a mask for safety, though.
Oh, look at him. He's like 2,000 years old.
Every freaking newspaper does this shit with subscriptions.
Of course. Well, that's kind of how they make their money.
They're not making it for me. You can forget it.
All right.
You can forget it, bruh.
Man, this is the fastest reading ever.
I'm zipping.
Yeah, I know. But,
I know her.
So you did?
No.
R.I.P. He looks like, what's his name, right? Carl Reiner?
She looks like the Pope.
Pope? Looks like Carl Reiner right there, though. So.
See if there's any Forged in Fire stuff here.
Listen. Say what came up yesterday. I don't know.
No.
Nothing in there, huh?
No, it's weird that it comes up.
It comes up, but it's not there, right? So it's somewhere in the dark side of the data.
Yeah, cutting room floor stuff. They want to bury that, bro.
Do you blame them?
No, it's got nothing to do with the show. How are they supposed to know?
Maybe because he...
They're not doing DNA samples saying, hey, have you ever murdered anyone? Yes.
They don't check it out first.
Yeah. But all those guys are a little weird.
Oh, yeah? Those guys, the forger guys? Yeah.
Yeah. They're all strange.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's very few of them that seem normal. They're all like...
Well, I mean, you're under the hot heat, banging on a metal all by yourself usually. I'm sure it's a different mindset.
Yeah, it's just like into weapons and whatnot.
Right.
It's a little odd.
Used to be able to get them at Route 1 flea market. Get your samurai sword. Save all the trouble.
There you go.
But it would be fun.
Sharpen up your stars.
Right. Be fun to bang out a ding, 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 ding.
No, I'm not saying it wouldn't be cool.
Right.
The thing, there was also another one about glass blowing, which I guess, but it was more artistic.
Right.
Well, I shouldn't say that.
It's a different artistic.
It's different.
It's a
Those
different
people
pace.
were artistic weird.
Yeah, I know.
They were on that special side.
Yeah, Lisa likes glass blowing.
Okay.
She did it a few times.
All right.
So, yeah, but it's a different pace than banging on a piece of metal as it gets cool.
Yeah, I mean, they're all basically the same whatever you want to call it.
Artistic level? No.
It's the same show.
Kind of. They're all the same.
Make this out of this.
Same as baking a cake, right? Cake show. Make me a round cake, make me a square cake.
Sure, make me a cake with
Maybe they can combine
figurines
it
on it or something.
They
Whatever.
can combine it too. You make the cake and then have the fortune fire guy slide a knife in the cake. You know, see if you can hide the knife.
Why not just make a prison cake?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's what
I like it.
And you got to find the knife. Who can hide the knife the best in the cake?
I got the knife. Yeah.
Just found this out while I was sitting here.
Oh, fuck.
I'll go like this. Put my hat here. I'm a fucking hipster. Boom. Duck Dynasty.
I was thinking more Vato.
Your Vato? You probably go a little...
Hey.
Here we go. I mean,
Now you're talking.
You know. All right, so you still have grief about people.
Still?
Every day. Grief about people. Well, about people listening to music and not realizing it's terrible. We talk about it all the time.
Yes.
And like I said, you couldn't believe that the people listening to dueling pianos were that enamored.
Well, we went to AC, and we went to the Hard Rock, and they had a man and a woman doing not even dueling pianos.
Alternating pianos.
They were playing together and singing.
Well, one would
alternating verses of songs, right?
No. Well, what would happen is one would play the song in the main part, and maybe she would jump in a chorus, or vice versa. But they never played together. It was alternated.
Right.
Doesn't matter.
Right, but it's not like they're trying to outdo each other.
No.
In some sort of piano battle.
Not at all.
And they had the world's worst drummer backing them up.
Right. Thank God he only came out for 2 songs a set. Maybe.
Why
he was one of the piano players. He would switch out.
Okay, he should have just played a Casio.
He should have sat.
It would have been better.
He should have sat on his hands and did nothing.
Yeah, that was fucking awful.
It would have been more fun trying to.
He was
watch
a Charlie Watts guy. Like when he hit the snare, he wasn't hitting the hi hat at the same time.
And he wasn't even Charlie Watts. He was.
Yeah.
Charlie Watts' brother.
Right.
Mike Watts or Rico.
Mike Watt.
Rico Watt. I don't know Charlie Watts' brother.
How do you feel about Mike Watt?
Yeah. It's there.
Same.
This is about the same as I feel about speed bumps. It's there. I got to go over them. Just move on. But it was so bad. Yet people enjoy themselves, and like I said, my theory is that they don't have the link. We could talk about that later, about Neuralink. That's another weird thing. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
Elon Musk.
Yeah.
They don't have the link between what is happening in front of them and what they remember. So the guy says, we're going to do Don't Stop Believin'. As soon as he plays, the CD goes off in the lady's head or the man's head who's watching and hears the real version.
Right.
And has no idea that in front of them is this terrible version happening.
How do you not hear the difference?
Because you don't have the link. You don't have the... I would think you should hear the difference. I would think so. But once you're into it... Now, if you... I think as a casual listener, and you go and you sat at the bar, you grabbed a drink, you looked over and you're like, wow, this is... I don't know what this is. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute, that's Don't Stop Believing'. Okay. They don't say it's good or bad because they still don't know it's good or bad. They just know it's not the normal.
Mm-hmm.
But when you really want to hear something, like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I can't wait to hear the song. I asked for it. I'd get my $1 in the bucket for it. They don't realize how bad it is because they want it, you know?
So you're paying for your own stupidity. Is that what you're saying?
Pretty much. You're paying for your own gratification. You think is what I want. Look, I did a gig where a guy every week would say, you guys should play an Iron Maiden song. And every week we're like, we don't know any Iron Maiden. So finally, after a month, 2 months of saying this, he goes, look, do an Iron Maiden song. I'm like, look, I might know one, he might know one, the drummer might know one, the singer might know one. We don't all know the same one. He goes, I don't care. Just play it.
Who the fuck is he?
He's nobody.
Exactly.
But what I'm saying is that he doesn't realize that all 4 parts have to be connected for it to sound like an Iron Maiden song.
Oh, yeah.
He'd be happy if we all just started one.
I've had that, too. I've played gigs where people are like, play Stairway to Heaven. I'm like, we don't have a flute.
They don't care. They don't care.
Or, you know, what a keyboard player or whatever.
I don't have 27 minutes.
Like, whatever. You know? It's just,
they don't care.
Yeah, they're stupid.
Right. It's not so much stupid. There are people that are stupid, but it's not so much stupid. It's just they don't have the connection, the link, maybe the left brain, right brain thing, whatever it is.
No, if you hear your friend singing Don't Stop Believing and it sucks, you don't say, hey, that's good. So, you're watching somebody sing it poorly, it sucks.
But you hope that that guy tells the other guy. He may not. How many people leave the house in the wrong clothes?
You think that people are so bent on having a good time, so to speak, that they'll fool themselves into believing that it's good?
They'll forgo.
Like all those assholes that live in My Best Life posts?
Yep. Ugh. And I believe even if they go see a good band, it's the same experience as the bad band. Mm-hmm. Granted, if they go see the good band, the energy will probably be up and they'll like it even more. But I don't think they can distinguish between the good band and the bad band because they like those bad songs that both bands are playing. I still firmly believe if you like Sweet Caroline, you don't know anything about music. You're an idiot.
I couldn't believe when they did that. I want to fucking flip the table.
Frightening enough. That's about Carolyn Kennedy, the baby, the youngest. That's a little frightening, right? Because he was a little bit older when he wrote that.
He ate her, right?
Did he?
I don't know. What's it about?
I don't know. Sweet Caroline. He wrote it about her.
He wrote it about a baby.
He wrote it about, the youngest Kennedy. Carolyn Kennedy. So if Neil was older than that, it's a little creepy, some of the words.
I don't know the words.
We'll look them up.
Let's not. I'm passing on this one.
I just know so good.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Baby rape. So good. Good.
It may be like.
Maybe he was talking about crushing the baby's head on the side of a toilet.
Ooh.
I don't know.
A little personal. There's something with that.
No.
Oh, I don't know.
I still have my kids.
Yeah, I know. But are they dented?
No.
They're not taking dents on the side.
They're good. My oldest guy just got on the honor roll.
Did he?
Yeah. Surprise, surprise.
Why, you didn't think he had it in him?
No, he's the ADD kid.
Well, okay.
For years, he just didn't even turn in homework.
Maybe they figured they'll spark it.
That's another story.
It's not, yeah.
Somebody's got to watch over him. And they weren't doing their job. Somebody drop a ball.
Right. It happens. I could figure who. Right. You really got two guesses, right? Who dropped the ball.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't take them to school Monday through Friday, so that's easy to figure out.
Yeah.
It sounds like the jerk. Well, you don't win this one. You don't win that one. You win this shelf, like right here.
Yeah.
Not this side of it, but this side, but that little spot right in the middle. That's what you win. Yeah. So, but I mean, maybe that'll help when Elon finishes his Neuralink. You know that little brain chip he's working on?
Yeah, I'm
that'll
trying to make connections.
The musicians. We're back to music. I move
Okay.
around. I don't force that, whatever. I don't. Not your kids. Your kids, if they had Neuralink, might be something else. I wouldn't give it to them, but maybe the Neuralink will then distinguish.
I'll do it.
You would put one in?
Maybe not the first generation of it.
Yeah.
Because I got to see if people get zapped and...
What if it's the other way around? Like Elon Musk is sitting at his desk. He goes, watch this. Just hits like a random button. Some guy's like... He's like, see that? See that? But it's frightening, though. I mean, they say they're using it under...
Well, it's supposed to send in... They find the center of your brain that's fucked up. Right? They drill a hole...
I might have three of them.
About the size of a quarter.
Right.
But it's like for epilepsy and shit like that.
They say that now.
Okay. And it sends an impulse directly to that spot, which is supposed to help navigate that.
Did you ever see that on epilepsy? You ever see that on... Was it on...
I saw it in real life.
Yeah, so did I. But did you ever see that... I don't know if it was American
I lived
Undercover.
with a woman who was epileptic.
Really?
Yeah, it was scary as shit.
Yeah, it's scary. I seen it. I had a dog who had it.
She was also... well, sometimes she barked like a dog.
Yeah. Depending on what situation she was in. What if you had a combination of the barking and the epilepsy? Would that be like riding a Bronco?
Speaking of Broncos, I think my next car... I want a white Ford Bronco, like OJ's.
I bet you can get one.
Yeah, that's
They're
what
probably expensive, knowing people. You know.
Probably, right? There's been a run on them.
But back to the epilepsy, there was a show. I don't know if it was American Undercover. I don't know, or if it was on HBO, where the lady actually gave. They do the trepanation, whatever it is, when they cut a hole in the skull to release pressure in the brain.
Okay, and like a brain fart.
Kinda like they're all like kimchi brain. It's all pent up, and they cut the hole out, and they showed her do it herself. She cut the hole herself with a surgical saw, and cut the hole. Yeah, because you've seen those old skulls that they dig up, and there's always that hole in them.
Yeah.
It's supposed to help epilepsy. They showed people. They showed the center of the brain where the epilepsy.
She's a little badass then, huh? She just
it's an English lady.
Grabbed a hole saw and just drilled into her head.
It was like one of those. It looks like a Dremel.
Like a Dremel,
but it's for bone.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Yeah, I had a steak afterwards. Felt great." Frightening, but it wasn't. And she was. I don't know if she was a doctor or what she was, but she did it. But
no sedation whatsoever. No.
I think she maybe numbed the skin or something.
Okay.
Because I guess
I thought she was just going hardcore with a drill to her head.
No, that part you have to look at all the little minor details. I paint with broad strokes.
Okay, I gotcha.
I'm Matisse. I just paint real big. I don't
worry
about the minute stuff. But they showed the other one where the lady had a grapefruit or a peach in her brain, like a tumor, and how it was causing epilepsy. They took the tumor out as they were taking it out because they were showing the surgery, and you're awake for it, which is frightening. But they would say the alphabet, and she would be like A, B, C, and then he would push something there, and she'd be like L, Chicago, house, chicken, M, N, O, P. When he would take it off, it was crazy.
Wow,
it was a really interesting thing.
Because
they talked about the hole drilling and all that stuff. So now that you're going to drill, you put the Neuralink, and they're using it under the guise of epilepsy.
It's kind of like a whoopee cushion for the brain.
Yeah,
Yeah, it just says shit
Yeah.
when you push on it.
Or it's like that button, like a magic 8-ball. Something, just shake it up, something different happens.
Even better.
Yeah.
At least it predicts your future.
Would you really believe that they're only going to use that for medical reasons?
I think that all inventions like that eventually get taken over by the military.
Sure.
And then they use it for bullshit.
But don't you... I think that that'll eventually be into like...
Speaking of,
Yeah.
did you hear that the whole gain of function research was possibly funded by the Department of Defense?
They keep saying that.
Yeah.
It all stinks. It all just stinks. Yeah. I mean, how else are you supposed to weaponize something if you don't check the weapon?
Yeah.
So, but you don't think they're going to use that, and all of a sudden it's going to be like, hey, did you murder your neighbor? Nope. Put your finger here, and as they download your head, and they see like a video of you going,
Yeah.
that wasn't me.
Or maybe they push on the spot and you do it.
Right. Like Manchurian style.
Yeah.
They just hit the buttons from their remote location. They just assign, like jury duty. They assign random numbers, and all of a sudden, we have a team of killers out there. I mean, you never know. It's a frightening thought of what that thing could do. Didn't Bezos want one that would keep people working? Supposedly, he had the idea for a Neuralink that would keep the hands moving, and because people, to keep production up, like he believed they would get tired on the line, so something to keep them moving. A little, I guess, electronic. They would put electrical impulse into those muscles that keep moving.
Don't we have cocaine for that?
We do, but they frown upon that. Well, according to you, they don't. Just go out to California and pick up some.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying that the cartels and the government have a deal. That's all I'm saying.
I'm sure they do.
I'm not saying, but they do frown on cocaine use, but it does have medical purpose.
We used it, right? For medical.
I didn't.
No, I meant in the, whenever we weren't around, 30s, right? 40s, wasn't there cocaine?
No, they can still prescribe it.
Medicinal, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a synthetic.
So why not? Can't Bezos pull some strings and get his people a script?
Right. I don't know. Maybe.
Get medical grade cocaine.
Can everybody zoot it up?
Get gagged up. And
Yeah, the problem is they're going to start talking to each other about what they're going to do later.
Too much. No talking.
Yeah, they're just going to be chewing their lips, talking to each other about what they're going to do afterwards. We should really get to the break room. We really got to get back to that break
Look
room.
in their faces.
Yeah, so I don't think you want that. But I don't know. They say they're going to use the Neuralink to help people see, blind people.
Okay.
What's it going to do? Put an image, like a photographic image? Is it going to work like a bionic eye? I mean, I don't know.
Maybe it's a damage to a nerve that connects the brain to the eye.
I don't know.
And that's why you can't see.
I don't know.
It's like having the lens of a camera on.
Right.
And you can't take a picture.
Okay, so now that happens.
Like you could turn the camera on.
Oh, so like the lens cap's on?
Yeah.
And you think they'll open the lens cap? So there you go. So what's to stop somebody from recording that on the chip or uploading it to the cloud?
I think you're worried about too much. Like I want people to watch me fucking. Why not?
Well, they're not watching you. They're watching the poor person's reaction to you.
Yeah,
because
fuck, get off.
There's a movie. There's a Robin Williams movie.
The envelope isn't on the dresser.
Oh, get off me, you fucking maniac! Stop
Pay me first, fucko.
There's a Robin Williams movie like that. He was like some sort of undertaker.
Okay.
And they would download your memories, and then they would play the good memories at the funerals and stuff like that. And I think when you would go visit the body, you could press the button and see the memories.
Okay.
But he would have to scrub the disc, so
right.
He would see everybody's bad stuff. Now, supposedly, he didn't have that chip in him. That's why he was able to be the Undertaker. Mm-hmm. So he couldn't remember all the bad things he's. I mean, like,
right.
He would see horrific stuff.
Sure.
Child molestation, people cheating on their wives, husbands, vice versa. But it turns out he did have the chip. I forget what it's called. I don't remember the name of it.
Okay, like Mr. Chips.
Yeah. Is that the chimp?
I don't know.
Mr. Chips the chimp? Was he a monkey?
No.
No.
Was BJ and the bear?
That's different.
But he was a fucking monkey, right?
Right.
Who was BJ? Was it the monkey?
I think it was the guy driving the truck.
Yeah, so the bear is the monkey?
I guess.
Who named that show? Some asshole.
Probably Aaron Spelling, or whoever made all those early 80s
bad
TV
spelling.
shows. Hey, he's trying.
Then he got his daughter into acting, and she's...
Oof. Poor kid. That's nepotism at its
Oofa.
finest. Oofa.
Yeah, the Estevez sort of Charlie Sheen thing was okay. It all worked out, right? They all did something decent.
Right. For a while.
Fairly decent.
And then Chuck got a little off the rails.
Well, I don't... he's way better than Emilio, though, as far as an actor goes.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Emilio in Breakfast Club is like...
Yeah. It fit him, but But
2 hits.
his dad was a good actor. Martin was good, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's weird though that how come he had a fake last name, right?
You winced a little
I
bit.
did because I'm just like maybe it's the link. Trying to get it's that sound. It's the ASMR. It's the ASMR.
Elon's fucking tapping away.
Yeah. Well, how come Emilio went with a different last name? How come he didn't go with Sheen like Charlie and Martin? Martin's a good actor. Dad's the best one out of all of them, obviously.
Dude.
Charlie's okay.
I don't know.
Charlie at the end, though, was a good time.
Why does Nicolas Cage call himself Cage?
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know why anybody does anything.
Isn't he Coppola, right?
Yeah, as you said, right? I don't know. I take your word
Somewhat
for it.
related there. Why not use that?
Right, why not?
Help yourself out.
Because they pretend that they're doing it on their own when they're not.
Right.
But that's how you get to do it on your own, right? I did, like, at least be like, what's his name from the Wallflowers?
Yeah.
My dad has nothing to do with the way I'm horrible. I'm horrible in my own way.
Right.
Right.
Dad's horrible too.
Right.
Perfect.
Do you like the Wallflowers?
No.
You don't like Bob?
No.
Anything? Do you like his songs covered better than when he does them?
I don't know, man.
There's a couple.
What was that documentary with him? Don't Look Back or something like that? Something like that?
Sounds like that would be the Boston.
It's just like a sarcastic douche to the guy who was interviewing him. I was just like, what a dick. The guy, I could see if the interviewer was being an asshole, you lay into him a little bit.
But the dude
But the guy was just asking regular questions, like, whatever. What's touring life like? What do you think it's like?
About one of those.
Oh, really? Fucking asshole. Just don't do the interview. That's all. Don't do the interview. Stay home.
I love
do something else.
I do appreciate how all these artists are all sellouts and they all sold their catalogs, and there's something I appreciate with that.
Yeah.
How we're never going to use our stuff in commercials. We're never going to, and then somebody offers him $500 million. Well,
right.
Sure. Integrity?
I don't know. Toyota commercial, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
But
money talks.
I think people cover his songs better than he does them. I think it's got to be the voice, obviously. It's
the Chili Peppers.
They didn't do bad.
Johnny's in the basement mixing up the medicine.
Yeah, but they got bad now. They're terrible.
No, but back then
they
was
were
fun.
great.
Yeah. Back then, that cover, I'm saying.
Oh yeah. They
good.
did one actually, and I hate Mumford and Sons, and they do The Cave, and they do a great version of that.
I don't know
I'm
the
sure
original.
There's a couple other ones. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, what's his name? Who did Rolling Stone? Didn't somebody redo that? Come on, you're a closet Dylan fan. You know these things. I can see the poster from here.
Yeah.
As a grown man with a poster in your bedroom of Bob Dylan.
If you got a poster in your bedroom at all, as an adult,
yeah, there's
something
issue.
wrong.
You spend money on the print.
Yeah, it's like Dylan, and then fucking, what are those chicks' names from the 80s?
Charlie's Angels?
No. There was the...
Golden Girls?
Jesus Christ, I can't fucking think when you keep talking.
That's my idea.
I know. The two Heathers, Heather Thomas and Heather whatever the fuck the other one... Yes. Like, those posters. Like, if you have that shit up when you're an adult, you're...
Right.
Oh, we're not supposed to say that anymore.
You're mentally challenged.
Sorry.
We'll fix that in post.
Gosh.
I mean, that would be weird if you walk into an adult's house and you see... Like, if it's not... What if it's in a bar area or a man cave? I guess that's the worst word ever. That's the worst ever.
Makes me want to hit myself over the head with a brick.
I don't understand the premise of making... I pay half his mortgages. This is my
Yeah,
cave.
do you own a house or not?
Right. You're not renting.
Yeah, you do what you want where you want.
Right.
You don't have to squirrel yourself away. If I'm going to turn my shed into something to hang out in.
Right.
To fucking kick your family out of the house. Say, you guys got to go. Here's $100. Go do whatever you got to do. I need some time alone. You're driving me crazy.
I'm not getting relegated to the bottom of the house.
Yeah. I own this shit.
Right.
Get out. Go do something.
Right.
Go to the park.
Something.
Go to the mall.
The park.
Whatever. Go to Great Adventure. Do whatever you got to do.
$100 will buy you out at the park, I think.
Yeah.
Because it depends on which park you end up at.
Yeah. A lot of hot dogs and ices.
Well, I was thinking something else, but yeah, okay. Maybe some value.
Were you thinking of Washington Square Park?
Yeah. Maybe some one-on-ones, maybe a little private time in the bathroom. I'll get you $100. I'll get you something there. But so I don't know how we got there from Neuralinks, but we got there. I don't know. But I don't know if that's going to be a good thing. Just don't know.
We'll see.
Right. They haven't put it in anybody.
I'm not going to say shut it down. I want to see what happens.
Right. You'll find that interesting, right? If there's a reality show based on people's Neuralinks, you'll watch it.
Look, shit's gonna go down no matter what I say.
Right.
So do it. Let's see what happens.
Like that.
And hopefully they tweak it. Right. Hopefully the technology doesn't get into the wrong hands. Of course it will.
It'll be hacked.
But yeah, because they'll just somebody who's gonna flip is gonna get it, and then they'll take it out and they'll pull it apart and they'll figure it out, and then they'll start sticking it in soldiers' heads. And
when we have that happen, like was that Total Recall or whatever, they'll pull that big ball out of your nose.
Oh yeah.
They'll pull the chip out of the back of your head in some backyard back alley chip removal clinic.
Keep going till you hear the crunch.
Yeah
That's
what'll happen. Well, I mean, but think about it, like that poor the guy who murdered his whole family down South Carolina. If that's all on the southern
was that
lawyer.
De Benedetto?
No, not yet.
No.
That's probably the part 2. That's the sequel. Something I don't know. He's a red-haired guy. He was a lawyer. His family was like a lawyer.
Bear.
Yeah. Maybe.
Okay. Ralph Malph.
Mm-hmm. Ralph Malph. Yeah, he did have red hair.
Yeah, he did. Right.
Yeah. There was the kid from was it Harry Potter?
Danny Bonaducci.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Carrot Top.
Yes. I'm never going to know his name, so.
Does he have a name?
It's something. Murdoch, Murdo.
Mr. Top?
Yeah. Mr. Chips.
Mr. Top. Mr. Top. What is his fucking name?
Who, the guy, the murderer?
No, Carrot Top's name. What's his real name?
Oh.
I want to know Carrot Top's real name.
Ben Oakley.
What?
I'm just coming
That's a pair of sunglasses. No?
I was combining the monkey's name with sunglasses. Oh, God. Anyway, if they had Neuralink on that guy, they would know he was lying quicker than they already found out he was lying. Turns out, a stage performer right there. Scott Thompson.
That's right.
Good thing I don't need glasses. Yeah.
Because I'm too vain to put them on and actually look.
But that guy was convicted.
I hate getting old.
That guy was convicted in 3 hours. So imagine how much.
Scott Thompson.
Yeah, Carrot Top. No, the guy who murdered his family. He was out on his farm, his hunting farm or something. And they
Which
said,
guy is this now? I'm fucking lost.
The red-haired lawyer.
Of South Carolina?
Murdoch. I don't know.
And what did he do? I know he murdered
one of his kids and his wife on their family thing and said, I don't know, I came here and they were like this.
Family thing? Like a barbecue?
Like a hunting cottage or something, like a 100-acre woods type thing.
Right.
He said, I got here and they were murdered. Don't know how it happened. And then he tried to have himself murdered and the guy missed. Tried to have himself killed. Evidently, the guy was in all sorts of financial trouble. He was skimming money from getting that was all going down. I don't get it.
Wait, hold on.
He had this crazy scheme.
Hold on. It's too weird.
It is weird.
Kill the family, but then leave. Go somewhere else.
Right, but he killed the family, and then he was going to have himself offed.
Why would you do that? So that's what I can't. I'm sorry, I can't get past.
He wanted all the inheritance or whatever, all the life insurance would go to his other son that was alive. He didn't kill everybody. He had one son he left alive.
All right, so he liked that kid better.
I guess so.
I
don't know. But I mean, the whole thing was like, I don't know what happened. I came here, they were dead, and he's not that shook it up. And then they start doing the cell phone ping thing, and they see what time he was there, and they see that he ordered pizza after he murdered him. It was like a weird, like...
Murder and Pizza. That's a great album title.
There you go.
I like it.
All right. Yeah. Write it down.
Yeah. Pepperoni on that thing?
Yeah, extra cheese.
Sure.
To go? Is it for here?
Did you have a favorite pizza when you used to make pizzas?
Like if I got excited when somebody wanted it?
Yeah.
Or like it for myself?
Yeah, like you were like, all right, this person knows what pizza is.
But plain pizzas.
Plain?
That's it.
That's it?
The best pizza you ever get is when you first walk in the door and you turn on the oven. Like the oven's already on, but you heat it up. That first pizza.
No, you like it fresh.
Fresh.
I'm not talking about fresh.
But
I'm talking about
no, a margarita pizza. Like a margarita pizza. That's the pizza. Guy comes in, wants a margarita because it's just sauce, fresh mozzarella, olive oil, simple, perfect. If a pizza place can't make
dog shit, I'll wipe my ass with it.
If a pizza place can't make that pizza, then you don't need to be buying pizza there. Why? Right. What is your favorite pizza?
I'm a pepperoni guy.
Like it's got like greasy pepperoni pizza is your thing.
Fuck yeah.
That's it. Your jam.
I want it to run down my wrist into my
face and everything.
Yeah.
I don't mind pepperoni pizza. I'll eat all pizza. There's no such thing as bad pizza. I mean, even bad pizza.
No, there is bad pizza.
It's even okay.
Yeah.
You'll eat it though. Bad salmon you won't eat.
I can't even get into it now because we gotta stop.
Well, we'll stop when we'll start.
Pizza in Budapest.
Bad pizza. You said is,
dude. I had pizza in Budapest that was so bad.
What made it bad?
It was the box with sauce on it.
It was cardboard.
It was fucking god awful.
Was it unleavened bread like matzah?
So it was late at night, and there's nothing open. There's basically like a food truck,
right?
That had pizza, and it was the worst pizza you could ever imagine. Worse than any frozen crap you could buy here. It was fucking terrible. It was fucking terrible. And
did you finish it?
Pizza. I was hungry.
There you go. See?
Pizza and but I'd probably eat a turd at that point. I didn't care.
You might have.
I did, obviously.
Right.
Yeah, I brushed my teeth with it too. Pizza in Rome also suckage.
What was wrong with it?
Garbage. Terrible.
But that's not where pizza's not from.
I don't care. Right? It's just not good.
So you're saying stereotypical, you're in Italy, you should have good pizza wherever you walk into?
No, I don't think so because, I think it was a little eye-opening that Italian food wasn't Italian food.
Right.
Right, because we look at a different...
We're looking at Americanized Italian food.
Right. Same thing with, I'm sure, with Chinese or whatever.
Sure.
But, it was not good.
I was always amazed that they cut pizza with scissors from this one thing I was watching.
Nice. That's not bad, though.
It was squares, and they cut the squares with scissors. I was like, because it was thin enough crust.
Did they snap a line?
No. All by eye.
Okay.
The professionals, I don't need lines.
All right.
I guess we'd be a couple
Somebody
cocktails.
Exactly. Had a little too much vino.
We'd be remiss if we didn't talk about that. This is coming up on St. Patrick's Day, right? We talked about that briefly, about the city. Remember all the good bars in the city and all the bullshit you could do that. It wasn't St. Patrick's Day.
That's next Friday. You want to go in the city?
No.
Okay.
Screw that place. No, but I was thinking about, we were talking about like the KGB bar and the Continental and
right.
Scrap Bar.
All those bars that are not Irish.
Right, but they were fun as hell. It's drinking. I think every bar is Irish for the day, right?
Did I tell you about the Irish guy I met? The IRA guy?
No.
I feel like I told you this.
You might have, but I don't know.
Maybe it was one
You haven't told all of them.
Hi, folks. So, one St. Patrick's Day, I was jumping around Irish bars in Midtown because the parade's up Fifth Avenue in the 50s, and after that, you just kind of we go here and there.
Right.
Right? And we're hanging out with these off the boat. And and
I think that's okay.
He's like, "You're not Irish." And we're like, "Yeah, we are." Right? So it's me and a guy whose last name is O something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "You're not Irish." And we're, "Yeah, we are." He was like, would you take a bullet for Ireland?" And we were like, "Would you?" And he lifts up his shirt, and he had 2 bullet holes in the side of his chest. He's like, "I already have." And we were like, "All right, dude, you got the title. Don't worry about it.
You win this round, Val.
You're the real Irish. All right, that's good."
I would think that unless you were born in that country, you aren't. Like
No, you're not.
I was born in Perth Amboy. I'm Puerto Rican more than I'm Italian. I mean,
Dominican.
yeah, I'm not. I mean,
Nice.
Italians are from Italy.
Right.
Germans are from Germany.
Right.
I don't think. I mean, I get heritage.
Dominicans are from Perth Amboy.
Right.
Right.
We are.
We are.
Yeah, DR baby. I just don't. I just can't drive the car. It's too low to the ground. But everything else is fine. But I mean, like, I understand everybody loves their heritage and their pride or whatever.
Remember when people used to spray paint their hubcaps?
Yeah.
Like multiple colors. I'm so glad they don't do that shit anymore.
No,
now everybody has like ground effects and neon and like more sophisticated shit.
Yeah.
But the ghetto,
spray painted hubcaps.
the ghetto spicing things up was real bad.
House paint on your car.
Yeah.
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 Whatever happened to, what do you call it, spinners? They just like faded away. Remember? They were like all the rage.
They took off.
And they used to be the rage. And then all of a sudden gone. Why?
They moved on to something else.
Then now they put the wheels out wide. You camber them out if you look at them.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Is there value in that? Are they doing 120 around a turn? That they got
No, it just looks a
weird
certain way.
It doesn't look good. It looks broken.
I have to say that most of that stuff looks stupid to me.
You don't like a nice light up, like when we had that car the other day with the
No,
light up
I don't
logos?
I don't like backwards hats, hats off to the side.
Hey, take it easy.
Any of that
Right,
shit.
moneymaker.
I mean, all the way back to way back then, all that stuff, the baggy pants, like sagging.
Well, that seems hard to run.
Yeah, don't tie your shoes.
Yeah, that's weird.
Timbs.
That's not wrong. Now we're starting to narrow down things down. You're Tim.
No, Timberlands.
I know.
I mean, at one point, like when I was growing up, everybody had Timberlands.
Right. Everybody had big white Reebok sneakers.
Then again,
too.
we also went to work.
Those
so
were used.
there was a need for that. They weren't green and purple.
No, they were work boot color.
Yeah, they were work boot color and
or railroad boot color.
Right, and you used them for work.
You got to admit, though,
right.
In our group of people growing up, they had big white sneakers with the tongues hanging out a lot. A lot of.
Who did?
Well, the metal kids always had white sneakers, bright white sneakers. Only some of us had Chucks, still do. But a lot of people wore Reeboks or whatever,
There weren't even black sneakers back then.
No, they were.
I remember when black sneakers first came out.
Right. This is the only black
everything
sneakers.
was white. It wasn't. They weren't even sneakers. They were tennis shoes.
The only black sneakers I got were these Converse. You get the Kmart version, though, not the real one, the Ked version or whatever.
The
Keds. Black.
Yeah, All Stars.
Well, the Converse were what, $12 instead of $50 for a pair of sneakers, and Mom's like, "Those look fine."
Absolutely no support in the sole, just flat.
But I have flat feet, so they're comfortable.
Yeah, that's not good. Though.
I'm one step away from running in the marathon with no shoes on. Every day. Every day of my life, I'm one step of being barefoot everywhere I go.
Dude, instead of buying shoes, why don't you just strap a piece of plywood to your foot?
I could.
Yeah.
But they're not as pretty.
You could paint it.
Yeah. The house paint that I used to use on my rims. Me and my people.
Olay, baby.
It's Mexican, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But, well, I mean, did you really have to go to a Irish bar in the city? Couldn't you just go to a bar in the city? It was Irish on St. Patrick's Day. It was flooded with people.
For St. Patrick's Day, you're talking about?
Yeah, let's face it. St. Patrick's Day is just a party. It's not a solemn movement for anything. It's a party. It's like Cinco de Mayo or anything else.
Right, but when you go to Irish bars on St. Patrick's Day, it's different because they have... Well, first of all, people are there because it's an Irish thing.
Sure.
And then they have... they'll have the bands go through.
Oh, that's fun.
They go through the bar while people are drinking.
Yeah, that's great. Nice bagpipe 5 feet away from you.
Right, and then they'll have
some clickety clack dance.
They'll have bands playing Pogues music and
you too.
Probably more Pogues than you two.
That's what you get, right? Well,
right.
From Ireland. Thin Lizzy. Yeah, a lot of Thin Lizzy, right?
No,
but they're all Irish.
No,
wrong side of Ireland?
Let's stay with the Pogues.
Okay.
They stuck with the Pogues.
Okay.
And then, it's a different thing. Like, if you just went to any bar,
right?
It wouldn't be, it's just
but you don't,
March 17th to them. They don't give a shit.
But you don't think they would still, being on the parade route, know what time it is? And also have the band run through? I agree that there's a different vibe in an Irish bar than a regular shot and beer joint. Right.
Anything. Like, when I lived in New York City, there's a parade every week.
Sure.
It's a Greek parade. It's an Armenian parade. It's a Indian Day parade. It's a whatever.
Picture a lot of tracksuits with the Armenian parade.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of tracksuits.
Yeah, and I picture butterfly knives, too.
In case it goes down in the parade.
Yeah.
Now, who's the parade good for? Is it good for the people or good for the city? I guess they make money on the permit, but what else is the benefit of having a parade every week?
I don't know. You got to do something to keep the animals satisfied. Yeah.
Do you like parades?
Fucking hate parades.
I agree.
It's so stupid. Like, just sit there to watch people walk past.
Oh, yeah. My family used to be in them all the time with Girl Scouts and softball.
Did you tell them stop it?
I tried, but they don't listen.
Yeah.
So what I do?
I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, I know. I think the local one is this weekend.
Oh, St. Patrick's Day parade.
Yeah, ain't going.
No, was it right in the heart of town?
Why would they go to do what?
I know.
To see the high school band play some shitty music and
right.
Somebody wear a green top hat. They spray paint a green stripe down the middle of the road, and then somebody complains saying it's racist. That it's not. It doesn't.
To the aliens? To the Martians? What's the green line racist do?
Oh, because it's not all inclusive. It's only one culture. So
that's the whole point. It's not all culture day. It's St. Patrick's Day.
You can't have that, dude. You can't have that.
They need to fix that. They need to get rid of that. I mean, what's the point? But
then it's for those people that are complaining, the weird part is that they don't get to celebrate who they are, right? Whatever you are, I don't care where you're from or what you do. If you're from fucking
go to New York, there might be a parade for you.
Tajikistan, don't you want Tajikistan Day? Like, so you could be like, hey, I'm hanging out.
You can look at the calendar now. There's a day for everything. Son's Day, Daughter's Day,
yeah, there should be.
Day.
Why not? What the hell?
Why do we need a day? Why do we need to recognize everything?
Have a whole year.
I have a year.
Son's year.
Yeah, you have them. Every time you got to talk to them. I got to, you know what? I'm reminded every month it's my kid's day because I got to pay a bill. I got to send money. I got to buy some food.
I'm lucky they just take it right out of my check.
You don't even see it. You don't even see the pain.
I don't even see it.
I'll tell you what, though. But if you're on the parade route back to St. Patrick's, I'm sure those bars are just as fun. The overspill bars. Are they lenient?
I guess.
Are they lenient up there about drinking in the street? Or now they tough? Are they stronger on... Or they crack down?
You can't drink in the street.
Yeah. You used to be able to. Brown bag it. You never did that? Right?
Well, I mean, I don't know now.
But we used to brown bag it all the time.
I mean, I don't even know what the parade would be like now.
Skunk weed and...
Post-COVID.
Just skunk weed.
Yeah.
That's all
I mean...
the city smells like now.
Half the people there are definitely not Irish.
No. So there's
I'm Irish for the day.
Yeah.
Are you?
I didn't know your heritage was so strong.
No, I don't give a shit. I just... I think it's stupid. That's all. Don't even say you're Irish for the day. Just say I'm hanging out.
Right, I'm here partying for
You're not Irish for a day.
No, I'm partying for St. Patrick's Day.
You're trying to get some Irish punani. That's what you're here for.
Is that Indian punani? Or?
No, I think that's something else.
That's a big mix of race right there. Irish punani?
Poon. I don't know. Where does that come from?
I don't know.
I think the first time I heard that was from a Puerto Rican guy.
Well, there you go. So
Yeah.
Irish Puerto Ricans. That's a stretch.
They're out there. No, Christina Aguilera.
She's Irish and Puerto Rican?
I believe so.
Why would you know that?
I don't know. You don't.
It's fun fact, like
Why,
Sammy
yeah.
Davis Jr. being Jewish or something. One of those things.
Not as fun as that.
No.
Shammy. The Shan Man. That's way better.
The Christina Aguilera?
If every mixed person had a weird voice like that, the world would be so much more fun.
If everybody was nice to each other with that voice, the world would be so much fun.
Yeah.
But nothing will beat the real.
Here's the Candy Man. He brings people together, mixes it with love, and it all comes out good.
Thanks, Willy Wonka.
Was he the guy with the glass eye?
Sammy?
Yeah.
I believe so. Sandy Duncan, too, had glass eye.
Sandy Duncan?
She had
Sammy Duncan?
Once again, maybe getting the two mixed up. No.
There you go.
I know she had a glass eye.
I wonder what that's from. Maybe Sammy.
Sound of Music. Was she in Sound of Music? Yeah.
Maybe Sammy. I'm just going to let
Take
that
it
one go.
easy. Without an eye? Whoa, take it easy. This is how you know it's the last quarter of a show. There's a lot of that going on.
There's a lot of that. Let's just buzz over that one.
Yeah. But nothing will beat the best bar me and you were in. The one with Bob.
Yeah, could be the greatest bar experience of all time.
Yeah.
It was right out of a movie.
That was if there was cell phone footage of that, somebody still wouldn't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
So we were on, was it 11th Avenue on a Friday night.
Yep.
Bob met himself a female that was interested in him and his wallet.
As they do on 11th Avenue.
Yep. They don't do that anymore, though.
No, they clean Giuliani
Got them all swept into the river or whatever.
with something.
So then Bob goes and has a date.
On a fire hydrant.
Oh, no, it was a garbage. It was a dumpster.
Was it?
I think it was a dumpster.
No, she had a leg up on a fire hydrant.
All I remember is it took a while, so me and you were like, well, we got to get out of the car and find Bob.
Right.
And we turned the corner, and there's Bob on his date.
Yep.
And she's like, he's fine.
Date's in progress.
Yep. He finishes his date.
Things are moving along nicely.
Yeah, we're waiting.
We're making a connection here.
Yep. Those guys are really getting to know each other. Me and you were on the corner, hanging around, waiting.
Yep.
And then Bob says, let's go get a drink.
Date ends.
Yep, date ends.
Yep.
I don't know if he even kissed her. Strange. Kids today.
Some people.
Maybe they just didn't see eye to eye after.
They just didn't make a love connection. Yeah. That's all. What can you do?
Hopeless romantic he is, though.
I know. My heart's breaking a little bit.
Yeah. So then we decided to go into the bar on the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Were we even 21? I wasn't. We probably weren't.
I don't know. My timeline's always sketch.
Yeah. I just remember we walked in and the music's playing and Bob goes, 3 shots of Jack. And it turns around and goes, you guys have money. Because he used all his money.
You guys got money, right?
Yeah, you guys got money, right? Because he used all his money on the date. And then all these eyeballs turned.
Well, women are expensive, man. You gotta keep them happy, right?
And I'm sure
if you're gonna take them out to a classy street corner,
right? If you're gonna take them out to a fire hydrant and a dumpster, yeah, makes sense.
Look, not every patch of the sidewalk is as upper class as where he took this lady.
That's true. That's high end.
So
then he's
gonna drop some coin.
He orders the shots, right? And I remember people stopped. The needle stopped across the record because they realized 3 white boys were in an all-black bar, and the needle went. Won't fill that in with that noise. And the 3 shots came to us, and we had to pay for them.
Yep.
And then
still silent.
Everybody's just silent, looking at us, and we cheers. We drank our shot, and then everybody yelled.
They were like, hey!
Yeah! And then the music started back up. People started dancing. It was the weirdest experience ever.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It
was fucking crazy.
It was surreal. And we're all like, what just happened? What the hell? I don't even know if we stayed there for another drink because we were so in shock.
Do you remember what you thought when the music shut off?
We're dead.
you thought it was going to be gang war, didn't you?
I thought, listen, we're going to take some. We're not taking all.
It was kind of a small bar. I think we could have done well.
Right. I think all we had to do was get to the door and then, like a zombie movie, just kind of...
We were on that end of the bar.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I think we could have piled up
I would have been out the door first.
Yeah, of course. I think we could have piled up enough bodies.
Wily little son of a bitch.
I think we could have piled enough bodies at the door. It would have been hard to get out.
Yeah, I didn't really feel like we were threatened physically there.
No, I think people were overly...
Meaning they couldn't...
I think they were...
There was nobody intimidating there.
Right. But I think they were more confused.
Yeah, because they probably hadn't seen a white person in a couple days.
Right. Or something. Or just not... It's just not their hangout. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like a...
Well, we walked in like we owned the place.
And it's not like it was a big neon sign bar. It was just a bar. It might have had the word bar on it somewhere.
I think it was called a honky tonk.
We went down to the honky tonk. Look it up. So before the episode of Roadhouse started. But yeah, that was just... The 11th Avenue was surreal, and 10th that was surreal in itself. It was its own economy, its own city within a city.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
And traffic for miles, people driving on sidewalks, people just...
No names need to be mentioned.
No, it's insanity.
Yeah, it was crazy over there.
Between was it the Lincoln or the Holland Tunnel? Lincoln Tunnel and...
That was the Lincoln?
The Lincoln Tunnel and 10 blocks back was nothing but...
Yeah.
Craziness.
Yep.
Pimps and hookers, drunks, and it was just...
It was wild over there.
Right. It was like a degenerate's Times Square. You had the other Times Square, which was still degenerate Times Square. It wasn't all fluffy yet.
Right.
But this was like the next level down.
Yeah. I remember the old school Times Square.
Oh, yeah.
I remember walking down 42nd and somebody offering me a switchblade. Like, I was expecting, whatever, Coke or,
right.
But
you used to always get offered Thai sticks, which may or may at the time may or may not have been rosemary. They're flashing so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, smell that shit.
No, I don't want to.
No.
No, I'm trying my hardest. I'm waiting for...
I don't picture you getting high.
No.
Was that ever your thing?
All the time.
Really?
Yeah. From, 8th grade, 7th grade to college and beyond.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I used to get high a lot. But it wasn't it was harder to get blown out like now.
I don't know. I first got high, I think I was in 8th grade. And
we stole somebody's mom's pot.
I stopped in 9th grade.
And never did it again?
No, I would do it once a year.
Oh.
From there. But I was in it at 8th grade.
Yeah.
Knee deep.
Yeah, I was in it. We stole somebody's mom's pot, as you do at that age. And yeah, we would buy a bag of pot for the weekend or whatever. You know what I mean? It wasn't like an every day. I didn't have to get stoned every day like people do now. They're stoned all the time.
Right.
But it's like...
Weed's different now, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not... I don't know. I guess I'm just fucking weak and old, but
no,
it's not as fun.
Strain. No, it's...
Yeah, it's hardcore, you're fucking tripping almost.
And there's too many different variables now.
It
was you got a bag of pot from the guy who sold pot. Maybe you had to put up with a half a Pink Floyd record while he's scooping out your pot.
Right.
Or smoking a joint with that dude and then leaving.
You listen to Drop Dead Legs.
Whatever. Right. And then I remember we'd go home, we'd bring it, take out the Kiss Alive 2 record and break it all up on the Kiss Alive 2 record. Nice double record because then you could elbow it.
Sure.
That's right. Yeah. But
shuffle it in there.
Yeah. But now, the one day, it was a while back, God, who knows how long ago, somebody sang in the band, their cousin used to make pot butter, THC butter.
Okay.
And then she would make cookies.
Right.
So
There's a guy in your old
girl.
Guy and girl in your old neighborhood that does that.
No, this was a girl I was in a band with.
Well, I'm telling you now. That there's a guy,
They do it too?
Sure.
Okay.
Cookie deluxe.
So she got me 4 cookies. Cost me like, I don't know, $35. I don't know what it costs for everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
So ate half a cookie. Turned out I ate a whole cookie. Got pretty hammered. Didn't do much. Kind of played guitar for a long time. It was probably like one of those things where I thought I was killing it. It was probably,
right.
At least it was sitting on the couch next to me like, what the fuck are you doing? So then...
You ever get stuck in those things when you're practicing?
Mm-hmm.
Like you're just jamming out and you're like, you got something in your head and it's there and you just repeat it over and over and you know it's awful. It's
and it doesn't leave and it's just stuck. It's just like fucking, you're just in a rut and you just got to dig it out somehow.
Yeah.
It's like having a splinter. It's just painful the more you try to get it out. It just gets deeper.
You got to wait until it gets pussy and then you can pull it.
It pops right out.
Yeah.
Okay. So I took the other 3 cookies. I'm like, well, I'm going to save these. I put them in the freezer. And I forgot about them.
Of course.
And 3 weeks, 2 months later, I come home and I see Lisa cleaning out the freezer. What are you doing? I was cleaning the freezer. I'm like, ah. She's like, what? I'm like, you threw out $30 worth of cookies. She goes, what? I was like, I had a bunch of cookies laced with drugs in there.
Why would you throw out cookies?
She just was cleaning out the freezer and thought everything was freezer burnt.
Why?
Because she just did that.
Well,
things get freezer burnt, and they...
Do they?
Yeah.
Only if you don't wrap them, right?
Frost-free fridges do something to food. It sucks the life out of it. It gets that crystallized and they're dead tasting. Not that it's not dead already, but...
Okay.
Anyway, so she threw them out, and I was like, oh, man. So I didn't have them. And then I, later on in life, I got a THC pen with the oil. It's like a vape pen, but with oil. It's all right. It was okay. I don't think I need it again. You know what I mean?
Right.
Maybe try some gummies here and there, but to live the life of being high every day like people do now,
No, it makes people fucking stupid. I don't care what they say. Right. Like, I know some people who get high all the time, and they're really different
than what they were when they didn't get high all the time.
They're different when they're not high than when they are. I know that sounds
for better or
for
better or for worse.
For worse, like they become less filtered, but in a stupid way. Not in a fun, we're drinking and we're talking shit way, but in a like a judgmental, condescending way. And you're like, why don't you stick that in your ass? Go fuck yourself with that fucking attitude. Right?
Right.
Well, like I don't need that shit. Like
is that because the pot brings out some of these disposition? Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. Is it like that old Cosby joke of cocaine and intensifies your personality? Maybe. But what if you're an asshole?
Right.
Right. I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't
know. But and it's not everybody, obviously, but some people I notice. I'm just like,
right.
Why don't you lay off that for a while?
You want them to, right? Because you want,
I want you to be normal. So I want you not normal. I don't give a fuck if you get high or whatever.
Right.
Just don't be douchey, right? If we're hanging out, be fun. Don't be like digging into me or somebody else or whatever. Like, I'm not here for that. I'm here to giggle and be stupid.
I don't think that's helping your personality. But people may think it's unlocking their personality or unlocking something to make them better, whatever you want to say, for lack of better terms. I don't think so, but
I think some people, and I'm thinking someone in particular, maybe on some head meds and also smoking pot.
That's going to probably mess up everything.
Yeah, because you're supposed to be regulated by the meds, right? And then you're going to alter that in a totally different direction by doing this other thing.
And I'm sure it opens up part of the brain that makes the other meds go a different direction.
I remember telling this person once, I was like, I went to the doctor and I had a blood test and they told me I was pre-diabetic. And this person was like, I'm sorry, not pre-diabetic. Shit.
Premenopausal.
I've always been kind of that.
A little grouchy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweaty and grouchy.
Yeah. It's fucking hot now. Everything smells. No, close your legs.
Oh.
You're welcome.
We might want to put that story on pause because look at that little clock over there.
Oh, look at you and your little clock.
So let's call it a wrap because...
All right. Is it getting out of control?
No, but we're going to, we've done a lot. We've said a lot.
All right. I wanted to finish that, but that's all right.
All right.
It's all good.
So next time, peace, like, subscribe.
TOT!